Make sure everything popped up good on my other screen. Yeah, there we go. Hi. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. It's been a little bit. Today is Thursday of the 8th. And yeah, it's been a long few weeks to say the least. Oh, computer's freezing up a bit. Come on, come on. There you go, there you go. Okay, yeah, there we go. It froze. I don't, oh, traditional ring of my phone, meaning that I went live as always. But yeah, it's been like a long few weeks. Mainly, I had a sinus infection. I got really sick and nasally at one point, so I couldn't really talk or do very much. Just now starting to get better. Just now talking a little bit more quietly. Like I feel a little bit of an itchiness in my throat, but that's okay. Yeah, it's been a lot of things happening this week too. I won't get too much into it because this is comfy ASMR time, but I'm just glad that, what's her name, Doki Bird. Very happy for her. Hope things go a lot better for her. Boop. And then something at the bottom of my screen says encoding overload. I don't know what that meant. That was weird. But yeah, very happy. So I was kind of feeling like garbage lately. I don't know. Kind of felt like, again, I hit 30 this year, and I just kind of felt like I haven't really accomplished anything. I kind of feel like damaged goods, but I'm working on myself. I figured why not do a stream today and try to shake that off of shake that right off of me. Also, a few things, as always, before I get into stuff. I mean, one, my dog's in heat. It's that time of the year again. I think this happened at the end of last year, a little bit around September, October-ish. But there's dogs in heat in the house again, and my boy might start doing some squeaky noises. Not like my chair squeaky noise, but like you'll know. So we're gonna be basically rolling the dice today, and hopefully he's not gonna do anything. So if I have to pause a few times, I apologize. I just want you guys here. Like I can't even do the sound in the mic. Just imagine a squeak toy. That's when you know it's him. Yeah. Like other than that, there's also wrestling. It's WrestleMania season, where Elimination Chamber should be this month, but then we get like a whole long March month until WrestleMania. I'm kinda worried about WrestleMania. I hope they know what they're doing. That's all I'll say on that. I was thinking about maybe once a month after every pay-per-view, do like a podcast, or I do a longer thing where I just, maybe something that's longer than an hour, and I just sit here. It won't be ASMR, it'll be just me talking. I was really thinking about it, because I love wrestling, and I actually have a lot of people that like wrestling too. So I thought that'd be a fun idea. I'll make myself like a little chair, and then I'll put the pay-per-view poster in the background instead of like my usual like weird random locations, and then I just sit there and just talk about wrestling. But we'll see. Because again, I kind of also worried because my computer's about to run out of protection soon, and I can't really afford that right now. This is why I do the stuff I do, because I actually did everything for free. I made the PNG, found a free program, did all this stuff. So, and it's been super fun so far, but I just wish I could do a little more. But yeah, once that protection runs out, I really don't want to use the computer until I get it back. So that's another good reason to do a stream today, just in case. I can't do one for a while. If there's anything else, I think we're already 5 minutes in. Again, it's a nice random one, so I expect everyone. I don't think anyone would show up at all today, which is just as fine, but hopefully the people that do listen to this in the future end up being nice and cozy during this. I don't know if I'm being loud enough or quiet enough, because again, my throat, like I feel so weirdly, like I feel fine, but my throat doesn't. Ooh. Hourly interplay. My second bot ever. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Bye bye. I mean, if the bots were chubby though, you could have said that and maybe we would have talked. Yeah, that's my second bot. That makes me feel a little bit better. That means I'm doing something right if I'm getting bots. But anyways, yeah, I think I covered about everything. It's been a few weeks, so I expect there to be a lot more stories on the Reddit horror story pages. We also got the stuff I usually gotta say, as always. I do this live, so people come in. Maybe sometimes they'll ask for a tarot read, and I'll do one. So if there's any scuff, as always, I apologize in advance. And as always, if you think I'm doing good, actually this is the first time I'm saying that, but if you think I'm doing anything, like anything I need to change, anything I need to do, let me know. Because again, the podcasting, I'm looping back to that, but with the podcasting, I know it's not going to be ASMR, so I actually had people get scared. Saw some dislikes on one of the videos, because I know once you stick to something and then when you switch to something, people usually don't come for that one certain thing. But I'm glad people enjoyed some of them. Like I did the bed drowned. When I did Halloween, I just read stories. People like that one. But yeah, I want to be a little bit, just want to make sure people are happy with anything I put out. Because I know it's not going to be ASMR, so it might surprise people. But yeah, other than that, covered the scuff stuff. I covered, think about everything I wanted to cover before I got started. Trying to do one last little search around my brain to make sure. Again, it's actually a really beautiful day. It's really quiet. Everyone's asleep. And there's no cars or nothing right now. No storms or nothing either, which scares me because I had a few friends get storms. I'm like, uh-oh. The power flickered a few days ago too, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, I'm gonna take a drink and I think we'll get started doing some of these. As always, got that nice well water. This is definitely super helps because I had a bit of an acid problem lately. And it's nice just to have that. But yeah, we should be good. I have it open up already. I got prepared. I actually had everything ready because I was going to stream at one point earlier in the week, but then I just wasn't in the mood. So I had everything set up during that time. But right off the bat, I think I know what we're going to do first. This one is called Puss in Boots, but with one S. This is by My dad's puss... Sorry. Oh, alright. Let's do that again. My dad's boots look like dirt, which makes sense since he was in a war. I asked Mama what was a war, and she told me it's when a bunch of people fight each other. She didn't say anything else. I wonder what's fighting in a war is like sometimes. Do you play wrestle in it? Anyways, after playing in the war, I think it happened 2 years after I was born, my dad came home and I started drinking from brown bottles. Mama tried the brown bottles with him 2 years after I was born, which makes it 7 years ago. I'm good at math. Then Dad went away. Mama never tells me why he did that or where he went. She still drinks from the brown bottles. Dad still keeps his boots with us. I like them. The boots are the only part of him I still have left. The floor of my house is really dirty. To be fair, the rest of the house is really messy, but the floor is really dirty. Sometimes Mama gets very silly when she drinks from the bottles. It smashes the bottles onto the ground. Then, when I have to walk on the floor, my feet would get all cut up on the broken bottles. When I pulled out the bottle pieces, goo would come out of the pouches. When I asked Bob about the goo, she said it was puss. I like that word. It sounds silly. Then I found out my dad's boots could protect me from the sharp floor, so I was happy. Soon I found out that the puss from my ouches was in the boots with me. It started filling up the boots. Then I found out that the puss felt comfy on my feet. It felt like they were being rubbed on my ouchies. I never took those boots off for a year. Every day I could feel my feet being petted by the puss. People always told me that the boots don't look like they fit. They didn't need to. One day, Mama found out about my puss in boots. She started acting funny. She said it looked creamy white, no blood. I asked what blood was. She told me blood was what was on Dad's boots. Then she started asking me if I ever bled before. Then she explained what bleeding was. I told her that I only seen pus come out of my ouches. That made me curious. She grabbed the sharpest knife and she had told me to stay still. While I was screaming in pain from the extra long ouchie, Mom just shouted, "Where's your blood?" over and over. Eventually, she peeled my skin away, searching for blood. All she found was pus. No bones, no meat, just puss. Then she screamed that I wasn't human and just ran away from me. Then you found me and brought me into your lab. And that's what I was doing before I came here, Doctor. Well, that was a strange one. Did not expect that, but that makes sense now, the way it spelled puss. I think it was supposed to be puss. I mean, that was a fun one. The kid just became a blob, basically, I think. But it was quite the one to start things off on. I mean, I don't... Alrighty, let's see here. A lot of, children-themed ones from the look of it right now. What was going on this past week? Ooh, okay, we'll do this one. This is called... let me just read the comments. Okay. This is called Miss Carrington Said. Simon Says Stop, so we stopped. And this is by Trash Tia. She has done a few on here before. I know that name. Alright. Miss Carrington lost her smile. Just like all the other teachers who taught us, I was wondering when she was going to snap too. detailed in my notebook how many times her voice broke, her hands tightening into fists when Rowan asked if she brushed her hair. After days and then weeks of waiting, our teacher lost her mind on a random Tuesday when it was raining. She was writing a poem when Summer Carousel stood up. Summer bullied me for weeks because I didn't get skincare products for Christmas. I did ask, but Mom laughed at me. For what skin? Ruby, you are 9 years old. Miss Carrington. Summer knocked. How old are you again? Our teacher lips pricked. I'm 31, Summer. Ew. Summer pulled a face. Isn't 30 like super old? Miss Carrington stopped writing on the class, erupted into laughter. Why don't we play Simon Says? She stepped forward, her eyes drinking all of us in. That moment, I felt the air around me still. Her voice slammed into me like a wave of water. Simon Says, stop. We did stop. I stopped. I could feel the breath in my lungs. I was still breathing, still alive, still conscious and looking at my teacher, but I had stopped. I thought it was a joke, but Miss Carrington did say Simon Says go. She didn't end the game. I stopped for hours, then days, then weeks. The season started to change in the corner of my eye, but I was always there, always glued to my seat. Rain hit the windows. The sun baked into the back of my neck. I was aware of my hair growing out, long, then short, and then a ponytail, like an invisible me was continuing on while I have stopped. I grew taller. I sensed my body twisting and tort, my skin growing itchy. I felt emotions, new ones I didn't understand. I felt anger and frustration, pain and sadness, but then it came love. Love felt like warm water coming over me. Heartbreak felt like suffocating. Sometimes I disassociated. I could see the other kids. Summer didn't look like a 9-year-old anymore. Jack looked like my older brother. I can remember when I stopped screaming, stopped hammering on the barrier inside my mind, begging to die, to be released from Simon Says. Miss Carrington's voice did finally hit us. Simon Says go. I blinked rapidly. I was standing on a stage wearing a graduation gown. Class of 2034. I could see my mom in the audience. I didn't remember Mommy having wrinkles. When the crowd had stopped clapping, my class seemed to snap out of it. Rowan dropped to his knees. Summer started screaming, an agonizing wail rattling in my ears. Her fingers caved into her face, ripping at her hair. I dropped my diploma, already screaming for my mother. Wrapping my arms around her, I was shaken. Mommy, I'm whispered. I'm old. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that would suck. And also, I'm 30. Them damn kids. Hold on, I feel even older and worse. Yeah, that was a good one. Let's see. There we go. Alright, what's next? Let's see here. Also, as I start streaming, I'm starting to feel more and more sick. I think it's because I'm starting to use my voice more, doing this ASMR, and I'm starting to feel like icky again. So we're gonna keep going though. I want to get this to at least 30 plus, and then see how I feel. We'll do Lisa next. Oh man. But I will keep going, because I really wanted to do a video. But this is called Lisa, and this is by KG Lewis, which I think I've done some of his before too, or hers. Lisa was lying on the bed, watching television when Earl walked into the room and started undressing. "What are you doing?" Lisa asked, even though she was well aware of what he was doing. "Isn't it obvious?" he replied. "But we already did that this morning before you went to work," she countered. "And last night before you went to sleep." So Earl shrugged. "I want to do it again." "But I don't," she said firmly. "I want to rest and maybe take a shower." "You can do all those things afterwards." Earl gave her a lascivious Lascivious smile. He was standing at the foot of the bed, completely naked and ready for action. "Or we can do it in the shower," he suggested. We haven't done it in there for a while." I said, "No. You don't get to say no." He grabbed her by the arm and pulled her into the bathroom, where he shoved her into the shower and started the water. As she tried to step in behind her, Lisa lashed out and pushed Earl as hard as she could, forcing him out of the shower. "I said no," she yelled at him, stepping out of the shower to push him again. When she did, Earl fell backwards. As he fell, he lashed out, trying to grab hold of her and stop himself from falling. But all he managed to do was grab a tuft of her hair right before he hit his head off the edge of the sink. As he lay there, dying, Lisa returned to the shower. "What the hell is that thing?" Detective John stepped over the body of Earl and approached the shower, pointing at the life-sized rubber figure inside. "That's Lisa," one of the responding officers replied. "It has a name." Detective John scoffed. "That's what they called," the officer replied. "It stands for Life Imitating Sexual Apparatus. It's the most advanced sex doll on the market. We think the deceased was, with the doll, when he must have fallen and hit his head." Well, that took so many wild turns. That was good. I thought it was going to go in a very dark direction, but then it went into a more funnier direction than I thought. That was a fun one. Oh, one moment. Uh-oh. Starting to cough a little bit. Oh, man. I thought I was feeling a lot better today. But we keep going. Let's see here. Make sure I read the comments. Okay. This is called Please Just Hurry. And this is by Waiting for Mid-Noon. Or Waiting for Mid-Moon. There we go. In order for us to direct your call more efficiently, please choose from the following 4 options. If you are a new customer, I wish to set up an account, press 1. For transport and logistics, press 2. For customer care and deliveries, press 3. 3. Please hold your call and we'll answer shortly. As the car went by, as the whole music played, its mocking tune, my stomach churned with hunger and frustration. "Hello, you're through to Lucy from Team 6B. How can I assist you today?" "Please, I need help." My voice flattered. "May I have your name, please?" Lucy calm demeanor cut through my desperation. "Lee." I managed, my throat dry as hell. "Lee, it's your last name, please." "Walker." I was cut off. "Mr. Walker, can I call you Lee?" "Yes, that's fine. Listen to me, I just need..." "Thank you, Lee. Can you tell me the first line of your address, please?" "I don't have time for this," I burst out. "Please, I need my delivery. I'm starving." "Sir, please calm down. I can only help you if you stay calm, or I can have to terminate this call," Lucy warned. Susie acknowledged. Now, let's see what we can do to assist you. Have you tried out the new online ordering system? No, I haven't, I replied, my frustration mounting. I just need my delivery now. Like it was scheduled, not some online system. I understand your urgency, Lee. Unfortunately, due to high demand, our delivery times have been delayed. We are working to fulfill orders as quickly as possible. My heart sank. I can't wait any longer. I apologize for the inconvenience, sir. Is there any way you can manage until the delivery arrives? We can expedite your order, but it might still take some time. Desperation washed over me. I'll try to hold on, I whispered. Please just hurry. With a heavy heart, I hung up, reflecting on the irony of my situation. In a world where harming humans in any way meant imminent death, us vampires relied heavily on the bloodline services. I closed my eyes and prayed that the delivery would arrive soon, because the next door neighbor's throat is sounding pretty good right now. Ooh. I have a few friends that are like that. Well, that was great. It reminds me of that movie. I can't remember the name of it right now. But it was like a weird vampire movie where everyone was a vampire. And they're trying to find a cure for vampirism. Because it was at a point where they're running out of blood. I forget what the movie was called, but that's what it reminded me of. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll do this one. Okay, yeah, we'll do this one. And see how I feel, because, yeah, I didn't expect my body to just start shutting down during this. So we'll do this one. This is called Sunshine, and it's written by Mr. Shulk. I hobbled over to the office on Monday, thankfully for the cloth wiping my head and armpits. Earth has gotten warmer over the last few days, but this was something else. If you look closely enough, you swear you saw the asphalt flowing. Nate was there before me, by the looks of it. He never left. Hey, look, you were right. Solar activity has increased massively, and we're detecting elevated levels of helium. The sun was beating down on us hard. Last week, global temperatures spiked overnight. Those of us in the northern hemisphere have it easy, despite seeing heat into December that would be record-breaking in July. Those in the south have been struggling. It gets painfully hot on a good day. Since last week, people have been dropping dead walking to the store for food, and good luck trying to grow anything when the soil is baked like a pie crust. Governments, including our own, have been scrambling to try and figure out a solution, while some departments focused on preventing imminent starvation and death. Others, like us, tried to figure out what the problem was in the first place. You didn't need to be a scientist to realize the sun has grown. It was visibly different. We thought we had billions of years to go before it began dying, but something kicked it into overdrive. Early. It had begun fusing helium instead of hydrogen, which was a sure sign of the process had begun. Nate continued. That meant we have only one option. All the other agencies on board. We're launching this afternoon. The brightest minds on the planet combined came to a simple conclusion. We could launch as much hydrogen as we could cram into the world's spaceships and retrofit them with experimental engines to get them to the sun within hours. The ships would get close enough to add hydrogen to the surface, theoretically buying us about a century. The crewless ships launched in the world parade. Nate and I watched as the feed from the mission control and the numbers of our multitude of sensors. 2 hours later, we looked at each other, hugged and left. I went home. My son ran to welcome me. Hey, big guy, what do you say we go watch the sunset with Mom? We drove to Victor's Point, where we had a clear view of the horizon. Diana and I used to walk there all the time. Now, bring Luke along to see the fireworks on holidays. As the sun slowly set, it grew. Wisps of colorful lights danced in the evening sky. Wow, Daddy, so cool. I embraced them both, looking at their faces one last time as the temperature quickly rose. Ooh. Yeah, that's a sad one. And to be honest, it feels like that. Especially, I feel bad because I know somebody, I have an Oshi in Australia. From the sounds of it, they're all like KFC skins right now from how hard it's been. So, hopefully the temperatures change a bit. I guess for here though, it's been pretty cold. So hopefully we get some of that heat up here. Yeah. I think I can do one more. I think I have it in me. I kind of read that and it felt pretty good reading that one. Ooh, this one. Ooh, this one's nice and short. I think we'll do this one and then I'll do a wrap up. This is called Because I Love My Mom. And this is written by M. Stellar96. My father was arrested in the spring of 2023. They found her body in the trunk of his car. My parents married when my mom was only 18. She was an aspiring model, and he was a local news anchor who loved the young eye candy. Their marriage was dysfunctional, to say the least. Having a child definitely didn't make it any easier. My dad was rarely around, always busy broadcasting the latest drama, his idea of parenting, and handled me with the latest iPad. But my mom arrived being a mother. Oh, but my mom fries being a mother, even she was doing it alone. She loved it. She was born for it. My father was born to work. The stories my father was chasing became more involved and more time consuming than ever. He missed birthdays, school awards, and football games, but it didn't matter. My mom was there. She supported me. She loved me. Why my father didn't love her, I will never understand. He had been sleeping with Lisa for 3 years before I figured it out. Once I realized that the last iPad he gave me had the text synced, the truth became glaringly obvious. Following him to her house was so easy. Shoving her body into the trunk was the hard part, but I'd do it again because I love my mom. Oh, got his dad in trouble. Sorry if there was a bit of scuff. It was a paragraph, it was short, but it was all like smushed together. And I felt my body get more sick as I read that at one moment. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I gotta stop there. Oh, I just started getting really bad and woozy out of nowhere. Oh, man, okay, yeah. I think we'll end there. Either way, it was nice doing a video today anyways. I really wanted to do one. I just didn't think I was still that bad right now. I felt good this morning, but as I started talking, a nice length one too. We're about over 36 minutes in, but if I keep talking, I could probably get a good 4 more minutes, make it a nice little bit of a lengthy one. Because again, I missed everyone. Again, as always, I do these at randoms. I kind of don't know. The next time I'll do one of these, and that's if I still have internet protection. Again, there's so many things I want to do, but I can't really. Kind of in a bad situation. But once things get better, I would love to start doing more things. Upgrading the computer would be a big start. But yeah, it's gonna start to hit me because I love my friends so much. But then once I watch my friends, I realize I'm kind of a loser. I kind of getting at that age where I got nothing to be proud for, so I wanna change that. I wanna start doing more things, do things that people are proud of me for, and I hope everyone that joins me in that can see that, can like. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just rambling a bit. But yeah, I don't think there's anyone I could really read again because I do these ASMRs in the morning, so there's not really much options. So I think I'm just gonna end it there. Maybe I'll do. I don't know. I'm trying to extend the time because I really want to hit. I'm like literally so close to 40 minutes. But yeah, thinking about doing a podcast. Thinking about I got nothing. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do a little countdown. Good for about to hit 39 minutes, so maybe I'll do a little bit of a countdown. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. I got past 39, so this will be a past 40 once I'm done saying goodbye. As always, hope you have a very wonderful day. Anyone that's listening, thank you so much. Sorry that I did this while I was sick. I could have made this a little bit better. But if I did do good, then I'm happy